So let's start here. I agree with the move away from colonialism. I believe that being the master of your own destiny, controlling the assets and resources of your country is a good thing. However, it appears, from what I can tell, that we're moving our master from the West out the way, and we're bringing in a master from the East. So we're just switching out one master for the other. Maybe some benefits to it, but there's still a master in this situation. So let's start with the major superpowers. We have Russia, we have India, and we have China. So we have other countries that are part of BRICS, but those are the ones with the largest population and the largest potential for growth in their GDP. So let's start with Russia. Russia is still at war with the country that they were supposed to have been done with in 2 weeks. They're still in war. China is having border wars with India, which is the third biggest superpower over in the East. They're been told they can't shoot at each other, so they're literally bludgeoning each other to death with mallets and sticks and wood. Those are the countries that people are aligning themselves with. So these Eastern superpowers are still trying to figure things out, and they are going to be the quote unquote leaders of this BRICS movement. Gives me a little pause on how quickly they'll be able to do this. And I'm not saying it won't happen at all. I'm saying I question your timing. I don't think it'll be as quick as you think it would be, right? And even if it does, why aren't you preparing? Because you don't live over there. You live here. Why aren't you preparing for in the event that everything that you say is right, that the dollar is going to collapse, like everything is going to fall apart over here? What is your plan, right? How are you going to assist them in their battle if you're broke over here? If the translation in the dollar is what it is, if there's going to be, what did I see? Somebody commented, it's going to be $1 for 55 BRIC currencies, right? Where they got that number from, made up, because I went article after article trying to find out where y'all got that number from. And the only resource that I could find is some random YouTube guy that makes TikToks on here, right? It's the only source I could find to substantiate your $55 to $1. And even if it happens, what is your plan? Are you moving over there to be a part of the BRICS nation? If you're going to stay here, what are you going to do? And then I'm going to throw this out here. So if there is a possibility that the West feels threatened behind whatever is going on, what do you think their response would be? Right or wrong, right? Regardless of how you feel about it, what do you think their response would be? Let's look at the history of them and what they usually do to respond to things like this. Are they in a position to defend themselves? I don't know. Are you in a position to help them defend themselves? No, because you're waiting on everything to collapse over here, meaning that you're not saving up anything. You probably don't have a passport. You don't have anything in order to contribute to whatever fight you think you're a part of, but you got a whole bunch to say about it. You can tell me what they doing over there and what, like you're meeting with ambassadors over there. Like they invite you over and for tea and stuff. In conclusion, I will say again, I am not worried about BRICS today. 15, 20 years down the line, maybe. I'm not worried about BRICS today. I'm worried about the government possibly shutting down September 30th. I'm worried about that. I'm worried about interest rates being the highest it's been in 22 years. I'm worried about the fact that there's a whole generation of children who don't ever feel like they'll ever be able to own a house. Those are the things I'm concerned about. The student loan debt, what's going on with the car market. Those are the things I'm concerned about. I'm not concerned about anything that, matter of fact, you can't even influence if you wanted to. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I want y'all to come to the front because y'all swear that y'all are at this conference that's going on in South Africa right now and you're getting all the memos and updates. Let me just show you a couple of things that I ran across. So here's the article that I'm about to go through if you would like to read it for yourself. So we're going to read together. BRICS remains a disparate group, which just means they're essentially different, ranging from China, the world's second biggest economy, to South Africa, a relative minnow, which is nonetheless Africa's most developed economy. Russia is keen to show the West it still has friends, but India has increasingly reached out to the West, as has Brazil under its new leader. India and China have also periodically clashed along their disputed borders, adding to the challenge of decision-making in a group that relies on consensus. Okay, we're going to keep going though. India, which is wary of Chinese dominance and has warned against rushing expansion, has positive intent and an open mind. Foreign Secretary Vinay, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to mispronounce the name, said on Monday. Brazil, meanwhile, is concerned that expanding BRICS will dilute its influence, though Lula reiterated on Tuesday his desire to see neighbor Argentina join the bloc. So I said all that to say what? To say that your timing of when you think BRICS will be dominant is flawed. They're still trying to figure things out amongst themselves. A lot of the countries are worried about Chinese dominance. Other countries are worried that they're expanding too quickly. Other countries are worried that their influence will be diminished if they join this or if they continue to pursue the currency that they're trying to pursue. There's a cryptocurrency that is mimicked after BRICS. Go look up the value of that particular cryptocurrency and then tell me what other cryptocurrencies have done. So I'll just say this. There are a lot of people who make money on you being scared. They can sell you gold packages. They can sell you how to prep, getting your go bag together. They can sell you freeze-dried food. They can sell you the little zip things, the air dry. There's a huge industry that only can exist if you remain scared, right? 2008, 2009 is when there used to be a TV show called Prepper. Where are those people now? Almost 15 years down the line. They were under the impression everything was going to fall apart in 2008, 2009. Y'all stop letting people scare you. Do your own research. Read for yourself, right? Figure out how the world actually works. And then come back and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. That video really bothered y'all. Really got under y'all's skin. I had zero idea that so many people on TikTok were on the board of BRICS, that y'all had vested interest in whether BRICS is successful or not. I had no idea. In the beginning of the video, I said, this is why I'm not scared. This is why I'm not nervous about BRICS. Y'all can be nervous about whatever you want to be nervous about, right? Whatever information that you have access to, if you feel like it's convincing enough for you to be nervous, then be nervous. I'm not concerned. If I am concerned about anything, I'm concerned about what's going on within my borders, what's going on with the Federal Reserve, what's going on with inflation, what's going on with the housing market, what's going on with the car market, what's going on with the banking industry. That's the stuff that I'm concerned about. Not concerned about is the East going to take over the West. And I read through some of the reasons why y'all are nervous, and it makes sense. I can even identify what talking head I think you listen to and why you feel the way you feel. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, but that doesn't make it fact, right? It doesn't make it fact. You can be scared all day long because literally industries make money off of your fear. I am not scared of what's going on in BRICS. I know that those countries aren't stable enough today, now, or anytime soon to be able to do what y'all think they're going to do, especially in July, right? And some of y'all listen to some random TikTok that you found where some guy in another country was saying, oh, if you got money in US dollars, you're going to be broke. It's going to be... Do y'all know who he is? Do y'all know what his connections are to this? Like, do you know what his interest would be in order? What would he get out of saying that? I do, which is why I'm not scared. And this is just a aside. Most of the comments come from one particular demographic, and it makes me nervous. And it makes me sad for women in total and whole. Y'all have a very basic understanding of how the world works, but then you want to have everyone else believe that you're the smartest one in the room. I mean, y'all can feel however y'all want to feel, right? But scared money don't make money, which I think is the purpose of having y'all believe what y'all believe. But I don't know. I don't know what the powers that be are trying to do. But I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all day.